They start all of these things off with like that cloudy background.
Put your hands where I can see them.
This
Sorry,
again.
but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
I hate that. I hate that line so much.
Why is she wearing glasses?
Like she had them by her hip at the beginning there. Still not sure exactly why she decided to put those on for only this fight.
I'm sorry, but I keep trying to look under the dress.
Everybody does. That's why every time there's a clock.
A very convenient block.
Yeah, no, she, like, it's very lucky.
This must have been programmed by Sega then.
Long time no see.
Sega's really good at that in Anime World War II. If you remember, every fucking time that an upskirt was about to happen, it just conveniently got blocked.
No, I don't remember because I was too busy trying to die.
To drink. Oh yeah, well that too.
Yeah, drinking myself to death. Same difference.
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
Because I wanted to point a gun at you. See you.
See you around.
Ada.
And the open window.
It was actually very interesting watching like basically the best way to tell something about someone is through their eyes. And the glance she gave him there was actually kind of interesting because she did avoid eye contact with him there for a moment when he was talking about her working with Wesker. And I think she kind of realized, oh, he knows too much. I can't really just like bullshit this with him as easily. He won't trust me.
He has no idea what's going on. He's nothing we need to worry about.
He's a survivor of Raccoon City. We can do without the extra distraction. Take him out.
Wesker really doesn't have a reason to care about Leon. Like, there is no reason for him to care. If Leon's gotten this far, he'll kill more people. Fine, it makes my job easier. And Leon doesn't know he needs the sample. Lewis is just like, get this, please. And then Ada got it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't know how important
Where in the hell did the merchant come from?
I was bathing in the fountain.
Oh my god, he's like a Smurf.
Hey, I got MapQuest here.
Oh man, I forgot.
And then
the
he
bow
flashes
gun
his
was a
junk at her.
thing.
Yeah, the iconic bow. We're gonna be here a while.
Okay.
Fuck.
You know, I didn't want to reuse the Tetris song because we already did that once. I mean, come on, once is enough for that kind of thing. So we're just gonna see if Cool Guy comes up with anything new on the spot.
I'm just leaning back and doing my best to get comfortable and merge with my chair like one of those colossal fatties because like that's the less painful experience here.
Oh, I missed. It's really hard to aim that shit, I guess.
The less painful one was watching you miss the frickin' merchant that was 5 feet in front of you.
Okay, the bowgun is awesome,
Did he
its
go?
ammo is not.
Yeah. Did he go? What are you aiming at?
Oh, there's
The bolts take up fucking 4 spaces.
Bit rude.
Insane. Anyway, they're Rambo bolts. They explode on contact. They own incredibly hard.
Sounds great to me.
Why? There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
I love that you could just rotate them even in ways that just don't make sense. It's just like, okay.
Not even remotely. Oh
Matalo.
man, it's been a while since I've heard a good Matalo.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
But like, Mata explode.
I was hoping you were gonna send that guy ass over tea kettle down the stairs, and you did not disappoint.
Stairs.
Ada can't suplex, so this is substantially less interesting than you could possibly imagine.
It's a tragedy. An absolute tragedy. At the absolute least, she should be doing a Hurricane Rana or something.
No, she's not Helena. Cut.
You are never getting away from these nicknames.
Well, we will when this game ends.
Yeah, they'll be gone like tears in the rain.
Which is on November 7th, because that's where it's going to be scheduled up to.
I like to imagine the Pelagus is like, oh my god, get this weirdo off me, tail! Oh, Jesus! Oh
It's
god!
really hard to hit those ones in particular for some reason.
And they're just like, I don't even want to be here.
Get off! Get it off me! Okay, thank god.
Get out of here! Get out! Okay, finally.
There's 4 red guys scattered around the place.
Do they ever wear pants?
That was a cow and chicken reference. I got it, and it was amazing. Thank you.
It's just like everyone's just like trying to go through their old cartoon references to try and realize what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. They're like, okay, what's this a reference to this time? Is he speaking in
Yep.
code?
I mean, I just finished reading Cryptonomicon by Neil Stevenson, so I'm pretty up. for
Reading
code
or
talking.
listening to it?
Same difference.
No, not really.
Yeah, really.
Reading implies you use your eyes. Listening implies you use your ears. That's a pretty big difference.
A very technical and academic difference.
Unless
Yeah, and you're a very technical person with over 10 years experience in the industry.
What the hell? You're not like if you want to be technical, at least use the same definition.
There
of
is
technical.
no difference because they just say tech like it fucking means anything.
What are you talking about? Like I
We've got-
What are you talking about?
completely lost track
we're getting
about what
decidedly
you're complaining
we're getting
about.
decidedly untechnical now.
Yeah, no joke. At least you figured out the way to drive me absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, good.
It's just a whole lot of yelling at each other. That's the rest.
Million
We've
noggins around
gotten
here.
2 good comments out of you. We've gotten 2 amazing comments out of you. This LP is "Why am I here?" in this really, really defeated voice, and there was this and just like you saying, "Are you high?" and you have like the perfect inflection that mixes in with everything else.
Okay. I mean,
It's amazing.
that is definitely been...
Why do you say? I like how you say, "Are you high?" Because this is like it's like the epitome of cool guyisms.
I was both honest. I was both honestly asking and not exactly sure what was going on in front of me. So it's like the perfect amalgamation of what's the word? The word I'm looking for. Shock, awe.
There's a lot of inward reflection in this Resident Evil Let's Play, I gotta say.
Well, the Resident Evil is within you all along.
Man, and I thought it was the friends we made
No,
along the
John,
way.
you are the demons.
Then again, I guess the friends we made along the way were all infected by a horrible parasite, so I guess that's, you know... Much of muchness.
They had problems in their brain, but it wasn't mental illness.
Insane in the brain.
Beastie Boys. I'm okay with that. Donk.
It's... I don't
What?
think that's Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. You're right.
It's like, what? It's like, I'm like, I don't, how do I bring
Alright.
this to him?
It's
The
like,
build-up.
what?
Like Robokai is figuring out how to find words here. And I'm just thinking to myself. Now that we're mentioning singers and songwriters and all that, I just really want to make inappropriate jokes about R. Kelly.
No.
I mean, that dude makes all of the
Ooh.
inappropriate.
I did like how that sort of did its own little lunge at you when it cool
That's
guided.
what that's what it does when it comes out.
Yeah, it was that was what's the word I'm looking for?
Fuck.
Unnerving?
See, look, that was right there, and it still went through.
I like it because usually you kill those things from like 100 kilometers away, quite rightly. So it was just sort of
Like emus.
Nobody's
Yeah, you
criticizing that
don't
part.
look.
You know, Resident Evil needs to go to Australia. I'm sorry, RE8 needs to go to Australia.
I would love if it read. That's a cool dance. I would love it if Resident Evil went to Australia at least once. Like, can you imagine a boss fight against like some sort of infected, like weird parasite
Emu.
zombie kangaroo? That would be like that would be peak Resident Evil.
It had to be a boxing match. It'd be perfect. Send Kristen and he have a
Yeah,
fun
exactly.
fight with it.
Chris and this fucking mutant zombie kangaroo just beating the ever-loving piss out of each other. Wouldn't that not like be the greatest QTE?
Or it could be Jake because Jake is
I was
just still
actually going to
mercenarying it
nominate
up.
Jake personally.
Yeah, because Jake would
but he
be
went to
Jake
the
would be
police or something.
Jake would be swearing at it too, which would be a peak Australian experience, yelling at a kangaroo while you get into a fight with it.
He needs a kangaroo partner.
So that would be like,
Or
oh
kangaroo
my,
Why did I say?
oh my god!
Why the hell did I say a
No,
kangaroo partner?
No, that's fucking perfect. If you get him a kangaroo partner, as like he's got to like try and solve this stuff, and like he's like just like why am I being paired with the kangaroo? And everyone's like, it's really important. And then like when you do
that was a faux pas.
when you do everyone else's round, it's like everyone laughing because they got Jake to like have this like kangaroo following him around, helping him out. It's like it's gonna do anything we tell him to do. Holy fuck! I can't believe it. I can't believe he took the kangaroo. And then the kangaroo saves his life and then dies towards the end. And Jake's just like so mad about it.
And everybody else is just like, huh, I guess the joke's on us for thinking the kangaroo was worthless. And then like
and the entire plot is to resurrect Wesker in the body of a cassowary, so it'd be Cassawesker.
Cassaweskery. Anyway, I meant to say that he just needs an Australian Superfly partner like Sheva was in Africa.
Oh my god! Like
no,
seriously.
sorry. Your best idea was the first idea.
All I'm saying is we should get hired for this. Clearly, we know what we're talking about.
Yo, Capcom. I mean,
come on.
I got nothing
to
better
be
to do
fair,
with my time.
it could be even worse. Like you could have it could just be like the one Resident Evil that has no virus because Australia's already fucked up enough in the wild.
Or even better, the virus gets out into the outback, and all of the zombies or whatever just get their asses completely kicked by the native Australian.
If you walk up against that one tree that like injects toxin and shards into your body, like it just kills you if you walk up to trees, just like out of nowhere.
It ends up being an environmental.
I can't get it open. How odd!
She can't work the lock. Frickin' yes. It ends up being an environmental hazard. You get like a frickin' liquor or why?
I don't know.
You didn't know we were going to be having an excellent conversation about Resident Evil in Australia.
Oh man, you get like a liquor or one of the hunters to come at you, and you just like do a dodge, and it embeds a tongue or a claw or something like that into one of those trees, and it just screams in unfathomable agony.
We have.
Yeah, those trees are guardians of nature.
I mean, one of the you could even make a bus based off that one jellyfish that swims in waters around like the northern east coast of Australia, whose sting is described as inflicting the victim with existential dread.
Why do we laugh about such a thing? Because that does sound pretty bad.
Dude,
You are in so much pain. You are convinced you're going to die, and you beg people just to kill you now. Because you're so sure it's inevitable. Like, people beg to be put out of their misery. That's why I said it's like existential dread. Like,
the thing that blows my mind, Loon, is that this exists. I'm a reasonably outdoorsy person. I'm not the sort of person who just like hangs out in his basement all the time. You know, over the last year, I'm up to, what is it, 172 miles hiked in various nature reserves and wilderness areas, and just the fact that crap like this can exist, it just seems it's like accepting that Jormungandr exists or something like that. You know, it just sounds mythological.
The best way to describe things like that existing is when most people in Europe and things like that came across nature that did things like that, they went, fuck this shit, and killed it till it was extinct.
Yes.
Australia is only a humble barely over 200 years old, and the people that lived there previously went, oh, that's really fucking horrible, let's keep our distance from that. You know, like the indigenous people that had lived there for possibly even longer than 40,000 years went, I'm just not going to poke the jellyfish that sting basically makes people want to die. I'm going to stay well away from that fish that if you step on it poisons you. I'm going to stay away from this tiny octopus with the blue rings that will kill you. The blue-ringed octopus is like one of these creatures. Like, it's an octopus that injects venom. It's like tiny. It's like minuscule. We have this like lake in New South Wales called Lake Macquarie. It's the largest saltwater lake in the southern hemisphere, and it used to be that fishing and pollution was pretty abundant, so it was sort of a damaged ecosystem. So they put in restrictions and everything so they could see if they could bring it back. And aside from it working too well and sharks being back, there were turtles and things coming back too, and the turtles started dying, and everyone was panicking. They were like, "Oh fuck! Like something's killing the turtles. Are people killing them? Is there something in the water?" And then they found out, no, it's because the blue-ringed octopus is coming back too, baby. And the turtles were like, "Hey, I'm gonna have some of that," and the blue-ringed octopus was like, "No, have some of this murder."
I'll admit, dessert does sound pretty good right now.
Dessert does sound pretty good right now, particularly after talking about all of these things that if you ate,
What
them,
kind of
you
dessert would Ada eat?
die.
What kind of dessert would be Ada's favorite?
Oh,
Demolishing agony.
that's what she eats. That's what she eats. Demolishing agony.
I like how she basically responded to you right there. What a depressing
What a
thought.
depressing thought.
She just burned you. I'm sorry.
I mean, honestly, at least in my reading, she sounded a little upbeat about depressing thoughts. So I feel like we were just confirmed.
What was written on
Hey, I just
there
wanna
again?
point out-
Was it "Let's play Resident Evil 4" with Loon, Robokai, and Cool Guy? That's a depressing thought.
Let's do this again. Leon already came through this room, but they respawned everybody and the cage fell again
who
because
cares?
of reasons.
Well, yeah, I can totally imagine our tiny Castellan friend being like, "No, everything has to be the way it was. I don't care if he's come through it already. Like, I set this house up to do really stupid things for a reason.
And
Like, I've got a funhouse murder castle to maintain here, people. We got to have our standards, and we've got to have everything exactly how it's supposed to be."
Kind of sounds like that one possibly apocryphal conversation with Steve Jobs where he was insisting that somebody make like the interior of the iPhone aesthetically perfect, and one of the engineers asked why nobody is ever going to see that, and he's like, "You'll know." that's how frickin' South
No,
Park
I
works.
won't know.
Well, I mean, that's if he actually said that, that explains a lot. But
I mean,
if you, but it's still better. It's still better than the apocryphal rumors I hear about Chris Roberts and Star Citizen.
Yeah, well,
How about you tell us one and only one?
Okay, it took.
So we don't digress. into
Okay,
Star Citizen.
a terrible apocryphal rumor that has never been validated, so it may be entirely false.
Which means
is
it's
it?
true.
It took Chris Roberts the better part of an hour to describe to an artist how to design a bomber jacket.
I can believe it. I'm totally.
It'll never be confirmed, but we know it's true.
Yeah,
Well, it is worth noting that they have been touting this one NPC for giving you like quests and stuff like that, and he has gone through about 3 to 4 different iterations of jacket. That can be confirmed.
You know what would be great if he started walking around and his jacket just fell off, so it was worthless.
Oh, that would be an assumption that any NPC in Star Citizen is capable of walking around yet.
Without falling over or falling through the floor.
I'm sorry, but I can't be seen with you.
Okay, sorry, Leon, you're ugly.
Alright, so Leon is actually over there, but
Mm-hmm.
he's standing in the perfect blind spot, and he also has no weapon equipped as well.
I mean, we hear the TMP, but we all know that you had the stock by this point.
He's
I was gonna say, are we not using a grenade here?
We're doing more than a grenade.
He's doing a cooker. Yeah, he's using the he's just using a rapid fire version of Isaac's foam gun from Dead Space 2.
Oh look, the smoke clears and everybody's gone. Huh.
That's amazing.
How
It's
does it
almost
taste?
So cool
like
guy,
they
I'm gonna blow
evaporate.
your mind, by the way, but we've bought everything worth buying in this separate ways.
So
now.
you're just going to
Except for the Attaché Case XL, I don't need money anymore, and I'll have that. I don't need to sell any treasure.
so you're just
Completely
going
worthless.
to continue to hoard it for.
Yeah, I like that chessboard that you wanted.
Dude, I do want that chessboard. That looks like an amazing chessboard.
Cool
Someone
guy,
got two
for
pieces,
anybody
though.
who's wondering, plays a lot of chess.
I love chess. I have. Hang on. I need to check chess.com because
You have he has a lot of games going simultaneously with people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games going simultaneously. And
That is
Why?
because I love chess. Chess is great. I mean,
Chess-
honestly, like people frequently ask me why I love it so much or whatever, and a lot of it I've only come to love chess once we got to the point where we have solved the game so thoroughly that a phone like the one I carry around in my pocket every day has an AI smart enough to beat the best chess masters that have ever existed or ever will exist. Because now it's just a self-improvement exercise. You know, the question is how well can you do versus, can you be some arbitrary level of good enough? And that's really cool. That's a great exercise.
Leon is in that corner just at the top of the stairs. That's where he's standing.
Yep,
doing nothing.
If he saw you, you'd have to finish him off because Wesker
You can't go back
so.
there. Invisible wall.
Yeah, like Wesker would know you were.
I would love to know how Wesker could see in here with this super satellite.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that. I think that's.
I think the idea is that she's trying to keep the cultist from figuring out that she's with him, which would make more sense.
Extreme penetration.
I love that the button popped off.
Donk.
That's what you love when people die, just like their clothes ripping apart.
It's just a little, yeah. Like anyone who knows me when I play games, I love attention to detail. I love just the little things, the little touches that you might not notice the first time around, but once you get them, you're just like, yeah, the person who was doing this really wanted to do their best.
Mm-hmm. They actually
When something is phoned in a game, it's really obvious.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Oops.
Don't talk.
Your voice is really annoying.
Here.
What is this, Lewis?
It's my button. Can you put it back on?
The sample. Sadler took it.
I need you to do that so I can have a close casting.
Hold on.
funeral.
The joke is taking a minute.
Louis!
Just like Nigel Cummings.
You can shout it in his face all you want. It doesn't really help, Leon.
Hold on, here we go. Leon looks at the pill bottle. I don't remember how this cutscene in Separate Ways goes.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. We've seen this cutscene before.
Viagra?
God.
There we go. I just want to make a Viagra joke. Just the most petty shit.
Louise. Unfortunately, a bit too late.
Did you retrieve the sample?
No, Sadler has it.
Oh.
At the time. Have you had a chance to eliminate Leon?
Leon.
Not yet.
If that's the case, then maybe we can capitalize on his little lucky streak. Take advantage of the distraction he is causing for Sadler and his followers to retrieve the sample.
Beep. Ashley doesn't see her. Ashley doesn't hear this. Leon didn't hear that. She was in that room with him the whole time. Nobody saw her. Yeah, right. How the hell did she get out? I think the real question is how she got out of there.
Well, I mean, as far as everything else, we were basically presuming that Leon
is
and
really
Ashley
fucking
are
stupid.
incredibly
Extensive study and
unobservant,
research by
and
the
I'm willing to
organization.
take that.
His skills and personality have been tested both on and off the
Oh,
battlefield.
right, Krauser, who cares?
If he weren't the best, he would become a liability that would jeopardize the rest of us. My conclusion? He's a great soldier. No more, no less. As long as he's well compensated, he shouldn't cause any problems for us.
With strawberry
If
ice
he
cream.
does
Oh, wait.
start to get restless,
He prefers
I can take care
vanilla,
of
the
him.
heretic.
Leon just died in that cutscene.
True story.
arm of his
Like I said, she made a whole
fuck?
She made a whole bunch of stock footage on her
Krauser
flight
answers
over.
directly to Wesker,
She's actually
because
really
Wesker
good with
decided
Sony
that
Vegas,
Krauser should
okay?
be sent to spy on the cult. He also decided to send me along. I wonder if it wasn't to keep an eye on Krauser.
I was like, Wesker doesn't trust you. I was like, Wesker doesn't trust any of us. Just get over yourself, you
Seriously,
dickhead.
have you
And the
met
power they
Wesker?
represent. This could have dire consequences for the organization. On some level, however, this may be a necessary development, as his role is to disrupt this farce of a play.
Did you call this entire thing a farce?
That said, The stage and its players will ultimately come crashing down in the end. Bad luck for him. But he'll play the patsy in the end and take the fall for all of us. That's why I need to make sure things keep going exactly as they are.
Sure, whatever, Ada.
Footage of things that have not happened yet, either. I like that part where Leon gets fucking killed just because, you know, it's stupid.
Next time on Resident Evil 4, Leon dies in a cutscene. And Ada talks about it like it's like, why?
She's incredibly clinical about this.
Leon has died many times and Ada has watched him.